Okay, everybody. So this video is going to be a few minutes. This is intended to be a zero bullshit bite review. For some of you that know me pretty well, you'll notice that sometimes if I take a photo, I'm always taking from this side because my teeth are nice and straight. Or I cover my mouth if I'm looking right at you. And that's because my smile is something I'm really self-conscious about. I have had some extractions on one side and never got the bridge work done. So that's created some spacing here, which has just gotten worse over time, right? So I also have additional molars. I've had a couple pulled, another one grew back, but that has created this crowding down here, which I'm also trying to get rid of. So that was probably a really unflattering shot, by the way. But needless to say, I jumped on the bandwagon, read a lot of reviews, and BYTE seemed to have the best program that any of the Smile Direct, BYTE, all of those places really offered. So I put in a request for my aligners, for my impression kit, which came super fast. It was literally on my doorstep in like 48 hours. So that was fantastic. What I will say about the process up until now is that the customer service has been impeccable. You are assigned a customer care person. They will call you, they will text you, they will email you. My representative, her name is Tara. She calls me just to check on things, even if up until this point, even when I hadn't received my aligner, she would just call and let me know how things were going. So, and that communication happened without me having to ask. So that was very reassuring for me. So as you can see, again, my teeth aren't necessarily terrible. They're just ugly to me. I can see the unevenness in the bottom of my mouth when I talk. I can see it in photos, and for a long time, and it's taken quite a while, but I've developed a little bit of an overbite too because of the way my teeth have shifted with these teeth missing here and no bridge work done. So anyway, long story short, I got my aligners today in the mail finally, and I'm super, super excited. I wasn't quite sure how long my program was going to be, and again, doing this review is more so for people who may be on the fence about it. I know a lot of those like before and afters just kind of seem like bullshit, and so you never know like how bad their teeth really were, if they're actually wearing the aligners, how long they've got to wear them. So what I did is I purchased the nighttime, only because I see clients a lot during the day, and I wasn't sure if it was going to kind of change my speech a little bit. I didn't want to have like this weird lisp that I was dealing with. So I got the nighttime kit. The great thing about BYTE so far is I do love that you get all of your aligners. Here's my box. You do get all of your aligners at the same time. So you never have to really wait for anything after you get your box. They really send you everything at once, which is fantastic. So as you can see, you get every set of aligner, and you can kind of see they're all listed by week. My total treatment plan is 15 weeks, which really isn't that long, just over 3.5 months. And that's because I chose the plan that came with the HyperBite, and we'll get to that. But they send you all of your aligners. They send you this nifty little carrying case. It's just painfully obvious to anyone that you're carrying that. But not the end of the world, right? So it also comes with the BrightBite, and the BrightBite is their teeth whitener, breath freshener, all that stuff. It's like a cleanser. Now the BrightBite goes directly into your aligner. You're not supposed to brush it on your teeth. You're not supposed to do anything with it. You put it inside your aligner, and you just let it sit. It just kind of dissolves and it whitens your teeth as you're wearing your aligner. So that's kind of nifty. We'll see how that works out. I'll probably have an update on that later. But the HyperBite, and part of the reason that I got this program that I opted for the nighttime, is that the HyperBite is supposed to cut your treatment time in half. I really don't want to be stuck with these things for the next 2 years. I didn't want to get braces because of that. I'm well beyond that. So I wanted something kind of like Invisalign, and I'm hoping that this is the same. So the HyperBite is something that you use for 5 to 10 minutes. The posts are kind of contradictory. I know on their website it says 10 minutes, in their pamphlet it says 5. So this is the HyperBite. Mine's charging right now. And what you do is you put your aligners in, and then you just lightly bite down on this, and you press the button, and the vibration is supposed to help your aligners adjust. It's supposed to help with any discomfort that you might feel from the aligners, and again, it cuts that time in half. So looking forward to seeing how this works. Unfortunately, you have to use it every single day, so this thing will probably end up in my purse in case I forget to use it at some point. My aligners, I would imagine I'm probably going to wear them a good portion of the day, and you can wear them as long as you want to. I'm not limited to the 10 hours. I think that was the minimum I'm supposed to wear mine. But again, I'm not limited to that. So your aligners come in this little case. The case is kind of, it's a little cheesy, but it's not terrible. It does have a little mirror in there, so you can take your aligners out. Now, from what I've seen, people have way better luck just taking them out themselves. The little tool that they give you in here is not, it looks awkward. I don't imagine that I'll ever use it. But they also give you this little emery board. The purpose of the emery board, and I'm going to show you a picture of my aligners. Here's the aligners. They're, literally they're invisible. And the purpose of the aligners is that, the purpose of the emery board is that when they give you your aligner, they have this, not quite a rough edge. It's not rough at all, but it is going to be a straight edge, right? They're just going to cut straight across the gum line because they can't quite tell from your impression exactly where or how thick your gum line is. So they just give you a straight edge. The emery board, and a couple of videos that I've watched, is just to take a couple minutes each time you put your next set of aligners on. So before I put these on today, I will spend a few minutes just kind of softening some of these edges, because I can tell while they're not sharp, there's definitely potential for them to push against my gums, and I don't want the aligners pushing my gums away from my teeth, right? Because I'm just working against myself. So I am going to spend a couple minutes just kind of filing these down. I won't do that in this video, but just kind of walking you guys through this. And once you do that, you'll do that every single week when you change your aligner out. You'll do that on the top, and you'll also do that on the bottom. So hopefully in the next 16 weeks, I will get the smile that I really want. Again, I want to fix my overbite. I've got to fix this situation down here. Don't even know what to call that. But I am super excited. If I experience any challenges or any hiccups or anything like that, I'm certainly going to document it. I don't want this to be some bullshit rave review that, just kind of blows the company up. I'm not trying to ego stroke anybody. I just want to let people know if it worked for me, whether you have a huge correction that is needed or even something really minor. Mine seems to be fairly minor. So again, a 15-week plan is not really a lot for me. But it's certainly going to be worth it if all goes well. And that's really going to depend on me and whether or not I follow direction. So the plan that I got, I did put money down. And my payment is about $75 a month, which is still not terrible considering braces or Invisalign or anything like that would have been quite a bit more. So I'm happy with the $75 a month. It's still financially attainable for me. I can maintain that without it really breaking the bank. The plan that I got, not only is it just the overnight, but I did buy the additional protection plan. And the reason I did that was not just for the insurance, but I wanted to make sure that after my treatment plan was over, that I was covered for an additional 5 years as far as retainers, right? Because you never know that once you're done with these, whether or not your teeth are just going to naturally shift again. The hope is that once I do this and then I can kind of keep a retainer in, I'll have plenty of time to save up for the bridge work I need and a couple other things. But in the meantime, this is really manageable for me. So I'm just going to see how this works and put some money away for all that other dental work that I need. So the protection plan was like an extra $600. It seems like a lot, but it does cover as many additional aligners as you need in case they get lost, in case you pull them out too fast and they break. They will resend you another aligner at no cost. And again, it covers 5 years of your retainers, so you can, and as many retainers as you need. So if you lose one, break one, their website says if it's stolen. I don't know why anyone would steal something like that, but it does cover it. And I didn't want to have to pay, a couple $100 for something I may have dropped out of my purse, so the plan to me was worth it. Some people may or may not opt for it, but I thought it was a good idea. So I'm gonna pop these in tonight once my Hyperbite is done charging. Shouldn't be too much longer. They say you should only charge it once every couple weeks. Don't overcharge it, it'll destroy it for some reason. But the goal is to just give everyone a really, really good idea of whether or not this is something you might be willing to try. I've already kind of jumped on the bandwagon, so I'm stuck with it now. But honestly, if I do come across anything that I think is shady or it's bullshit or it just, even my aligners, I was like, holy shit, these look kind of cheap. But they have a little bit of give to them. Maybe they'll be fine, but they just look like cheap little pieces of plastic. So, we'll see how they hold up over the next few weeks. I'd like to do another video at 4 weeks, maybe every 4 weeks, just to see what my progress looks like. I thought about maybe taking my aligners out from week 1 to week 15 and seeing what they look like side by side. So hopefully my teeth will shift along with them like they should. But we'll see. I don't want to give anyone the wrong idea. So I will be posting another video in a few weeks, and if you guys have any questions, let me know. Thanks.